Are learning styles true? Do learning styles really exist? Well, in this video, you'll hear from Master Level Certified Cognitive Coach Andrea Pitman as she explains if learning styles help us to learn or if they're a complete myth. Hey, it's Clint with Sandstone Care, where we help teens, young adults, and their families overcome challenges that come with substance use, addiction, and mental health conditions. All right, let's get right to it.
I do a lot of continuing education classes for educators, and I give them a neuro myths or learning myths quiz. And one of the questions I give them is about, are learning styles a real thing? And the research has really proven that that's not real accurate. And a lot of our education system is still currently built on that myth. And so something that the science has shown us isn't quite right. You're right. The key is having good strategies, but you also have to have good cognitive function. So let me give you an example. If you have a weak memory, let's say you have a weak short-term memory, or what's a lot of times called working memory. That means when you're sitting in class taking notes, like listening to a lecture, as information's coming in and you go to write it down, it goes in one ear and out the other. And so you might forget what you were writing down, or maybe you can remember what you were writing down, but you stop listening to the teacher. Now they're 3 steps ahead and you've written down a note, but now you've missed a big chunk. And so you constantly are missing information. You also may be where if you're a kiddo, a teenager, your mom or dad might be always on you to listen, because when they give you multiple step instructions, you can't remember all of them. You do 1 or 2 of the things they told you, but the other 2 are out the window. And now everyone's frustrated at you for not listening, those kinds of things. And so if those are weak, you can be given strategies and techniques to help you work around that, but that doesn't really correct the problem. And so our approach would be unique in that we would actually say, okay, you have a weak working memory. How do we actually strengthen your working memory so that you're not forgetting and you're not having to use strategies or tips and tricks? Now, once you have a good working memory, all of us can benefit from having strategies to optimize that memory. And so now we all know that, like, taking notes in certain ways, like we teach a note-taking technique that's been very well researched and is used at all Ivy League colleges. And it's actually shown to be really helpful for people with ADHD. And so when anyone, whether you have ADHD or not, learns that type of note taking, it's going to help you really fully utilize your working memory. But if you don't have a good working memory to begin with, those techniques or strategies are going to be limited in their effectiveness until you actually correct the real root problem of your working memory to begin with.
If you want to learn more about treatment options for you, your teen, or young adult, then tell us about your situation on a confidential call using the number in the description box below, or live chat with us at sandstonecare.com. We'll connect you with the treatment that you need, and if we're not the right fit, we'll get you where you need to go. Be well, and remember that change is possible.